Hey guys, it's Stargirl, the Practical Witch. I'm back with another pick a card reading. Find out why you feel dead inside. If for some reason you do not feel dead inside because you are extremely spiritually enlightened or you're not a human, click out of this video because it will not resonate with you. On the other hand, if you're going through a human experience and there's some deep longing and emptiness in your soul, continue to watch and find out why it's there. So, as usual, I want you to pick one of the 6 groups. Now, some of you wanted me to zoom in on the cards. Unfortunately, I'm not going to do that because I spent an hour making sure the angle was perfect and I got everything in the frame. I'm OCD like that. So if I were to do that, it would just completely erase hours of work. So instead, I ask that you see with your soul, not really your eyes. So just choose the one that you feel drawn to. Now on this one, you can pick more than one, okay? So feel free to pick as many as you like. So this is group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so once you have picked a group, you can fast forward to the timestamp that I'll provide down below and see why you're dead inside. All right, let's get started. Group number 1. So you might feel dead inside because so I got the 9 of Pentacles, true love, green man, synergy, patience, and purification. All right, so what I'm getting at this is that you might feel dead inside, but you're like, why do I feel dead inside? I have every material comfort. And then you feel bad because you see people who have no food, no water, no clothes, and you're like, I should be grateful, I should be happy, I should be fulfilled. So, and you're also somebody who, works hard for those things as well. But you're kind of a loner at the same time. You feel a little bit alone. I feel like if you chose this group, you're lacking true human connection, whether it be romantic or friendship. Like you're lacking some kind of like good friend group or a healthy relationship. You're lacking people you can connect to on a real level, not an artificial level, and it makes you feel kind of lonely. Or you're someone who works a lot and is very successful and has all their material comforts, but you feel like you can't balance out enough time for love, friendships, relationships, and what you do during the day. So you end up feeling really lonely and you wish there was a balance between the two so you could feel more fulfilled and less lonely and dead inside. I also got the patience card, which means maybe you get a little impatient with building relationships. It takes too much time, takes too much work. You'd rather be doing something to better your future. But I'm seeing it's worth the patience because that is why you might have this big hole in your heart. And purification is saying if you want to fix this, if you don't want to feel as dead inside, maybe take the time to really take a step away from your responsibilities, work, and duties, and like being ambitious, and just relax for a second and fulfill your emotional needs. So pretty much what I'm getting from group number 1 is you might feel dead inside because your material comforts are met, but at the end of the day, your emotional comforts aren't being met, so you feel really dead inside. And the key is to have a synergy, both of those things working together, so not putting too much energy in one thing or the other. So if you're wondering why you feel dead inside and you picked group number 1, that is why. All right, let us move on to group number 2. All right, so if you're wondering why you feel dead inside, it's because you finally, hold on, let me show you all the cards first. I got the 9 of Cups, Awake, Passion, Fire, Purification, and Quiet Time. All right, so if you're wondering why you feel dead inside and you picked card number 2, it is because there is probably a goal you were trying to achieve and reach, and it was like your life's purpose, and now that you have finally reached it, you're like, okay, what now? And you're someone who's done a lot of work on themselves and their goals, and you've seen a lot of things, right? But for some reason, you still feel dead inside. You feel like there's no passion or fire or anything keeping you living or awake. You feel lethargic. You have no motivation anymore. You're like, all right, I already reached my goal. I should be happy. Why am I not happy? There's no passion for life. I'm not energetic. I feel tired. And you just feel generally tired, like dead inside. You might also be someone who really enjoys the fruits of your labor. So you hang out with friends a lot, you go out drinking a lot, you have good friends, you have everything you need, you reached your goal, but you're just like, you're going through the motions. Like, it's fun, but it's not really something that lights your soul up. It's sort of like you're just a walking zombie through it all. Like, you should be having fun, you love your friends, you love what you're doing, but there's just no fire in there, and that's why you feel dead inside. And it might be, this is what the spirits are telling me. You need time to take some time alone and purify yourself and work on your spirituality and really just be a hermit for a little bit. Because when you do that, like, take time for meditation and take time for yourself where you're not around other people or indulging in your success, it really purifies your soul. So when you go back to doing that, you appreciate it more. So maybe you feel dead inside because you've reached that goal, you're enjoying it, but you're not taking enough time for you. And to really work on being by yourself and just purifying your beings. It's like anything. If you do it too much or have too much of it, it gets tiring and it loses its passion. So what I'm seeing is, if you want to feel less dead inside, just take some time for yourself. It's okay. The party can wait. Your friends will still be waiting for you. All right. Let's move on to group number 3. Alright, group number 3, this is why you feel dead inside. So we have the Page of Wands, weather, activation, we have heart healing, and then we have guiding children. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is you're someone who gets excited by life very easily. Hold on. So what I'm seeing here is you get excited by life very easily, but at the same time, you get bored of it just as easy. You're someone who picks projects up and then lets them down. You get so excited and so into one thing, and the next minute you're like, whatever, kind of like hot and cold. All right, so it's like you're either like all in or you're all out, and it's frustrating you because you don't seem to have any focus in where you are going, and you're like, why can't I just keep an interest in one thing? Why am I like this? But you know what would really fuel your fire? This is very Sagittarian. Like, I know this is an Aries card, but this is very Sagittarius, fire signs, or short signs like Aquarius. But you know what would really fuel that flame, that passion in you, is helping other people. And hold on, before you're like, whatever. The Page of Wands is very hot and cold, has different interests that they can't stay focused on and they just lose interest in. But you know what's consistent with the Page of Wands? Their general care for other people and being a listening ear and genuinely caring for others. That is something you will never grow tired of. That is something that will always activate your fire, your passion, and keep you going. So if you feel dead inside because you can't stick to one thing or the other, you're hot and cold, you feel undedicated, unmotivated with no drive, you feel like nothing can keep your attention, maybe it's because your soul wants to help others. It naturally wants to help others. You're good at it, and it's something that will truly keep that dead inside feeling away, at least for the most part. We're all human. We're all going to feel it sometimes, but for the most part, this is really going to keep that away, helping others, because you genuinely care about others. And dude, you know what's funny? Like, I got heart healing, like opening up your heart to other people. And it's just amazing. Like, I knew this, I had to do this spread because every time I drew cards, it was just, I understood what they meant, like, as soon as I drew them. I didn't even have to, like, sit there and look. I just knew what they meant. So I know this message is super important for me to tell you guys. All right, so let's move on to group number 4. Why do you feel dead inside? Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles, Free Spirit, Unfoldment, Petrified Wood, and Freya. All right, so this is why you feel dead inside. You are probably really tied down by financial burdens or responsibilities. You feel you almost feel bound to your financial burdens and responsibilities, and you're scared to do anything fun or adventurous because you're like, oh, but what about the bills? How am I going to pay the bills then? I shouldn't put money into that trip. I have to do this. Like, you just feel really weighed down by your finances, and it's really killing you on the inside and making you feel extra dead on the inside. And you try to let go of that stress sometimes, but you just can't let it go. So that's why you feel dead inside. It's like material things are holding you down. Bills, debts, responsibilities. But you know what's crazy? Inside, you are this crazy free spirit. Like, it says it right in the cards. You are this crazy free spirit wanting to break out of that and wanting to unfold into your fullest potential, which is Freya. Look at her. She's hot. Like, you are this like hot wild child goddess, and you're worrying about what? Like, I get like that's really important in life, but some people think you only live once. I don't know, but this is your life. Live it. Okay, I'm not saying completely ditch your responsibilities, but take more chances. Like, that's what Freya is saying. Take more chances. Be bold. Be that bold person you are. You know, don't waste your life out of fear and worry and material things. Have adventures, have experiences, unfold. You are this traveler, free spirit, hippie. Don't let this hold you down. Almost remember, and that's what this card is saying. Remember what you were like as a kid, that adventurer, you know, like how you were before you had all of these worries and burdens. Go back to that, revisit that past, and sometimes when you can, like, take the risk, be a little bold, have an adventure, stop worrying about money or your material possessions for a little bit. So if you picked group number 4, that is why you feel dead inside. All right, let's move on to group number 5. Group number 5, the reason why you feel dead inside. Okay, wow, I'm gonna sound like I'm like kissing your butt, but I'm really not. All right, I'm seeing that you are probably really attractive, or you put a lot of effort into your looks, making you really attractive. Either way, you put a lot of effort into your looks. You feel like your looks defines you as a person, or you're someone who's really beautiful, so you feel like if you lose that beauty, you have nothing because of what people say. So a lot of your worth comes from how you look, whether if you are beautiful and people are constantly telling you that instead of anything else, or you make yourself up to be beautiful and you feel like without it, you are nothing. So that might be why you feel dead inside. But the peacock is saying on the inside, you are just as beautiful. You feel dead inside because no one is really, I mean, your looks are great, don't get me wrong, but no one's really appreciating the depth and the beauty that's within your soul. And that makes you feel dead inside because no one's really seeing you for you. They're seeing you for your shell. And it might be because you want it that way, because you're scared of what people might say about your insides, or you're trying to live up to what people say about your appearance. But the cards are saying purify whatever expectation people have of you or you have of yourself. Accept yourself for who you are. You are beautiful inside and out. You don't need to rely on makeup. I get it. Makeup is awesome. I wear makeup all the time. I love it. It's a great way to express yourself. But you are still beautiful. Your mind is beautiful without the makeup. And if people are always telling you you're beautiful and can't see past your beauty, well, they just can't. They don't know you and they haven't tried and they're missing out. And you should accept yourself for who you are on the inside. Like, the outside is great, don't get me wrong. I'm not preaching that like the world doesn't care about outside beauty. That's a lie. But what you have on the inside is so good. And if you would just let people see it and stop relying on your physical appearance, you would feel a lot less dead inside. And you would just become this independent thinker. You don't care what anyone thinks. You're hot outside, you're hot on the inside. If anyone wants to call you the B word or like the S word or anything like that, who cares? Like, you're just washing off all of these insults, and you're like, oh, some people are like, oh, look, she's so attractive, she's acting smart too, how conceited is she? You don't care because you're like, yeah, I'm awesome, you know, but in a humble way. So that is what you could be if you just let that go, and I guarantee you, you would feel a lot less dead inside. All right, so let us move on to group number 6. Last but not least. So we have the 5 of Pentacles, a rainbow and some fairies, Breach with the Whale, Letting Go, and Butterfly Maiden. Okay, so we have 2 rainbows in the imagery. Great. That is also like a really good sign if you have more than one symbol in the spread. So with the 5 of Pentacles, you're probably feeling dead inside because you are suppressing this insane, crazy, awesome personality inside this timid, shy person. Like, you're scared of what people think, so you're almost too scared to be yourself. That might be why you feel dead inside. You have to watch everything you do. You have to watch everything you say. You're really self-conscious. You feel like you have to prove your worth to people, and like it's really holding you back, and that's probably why you feel dead inside. You're like, why can't I just be myself? Why am I so timid? Why am I holding back? Like, it's just this real obstacle for you, right? But I'm seeing like you have this vibrant, playful, mischievous personality that's hiding behind this timidness or like this worry about disapproval from other people. You just gotta let that go. That's what's making you feel dead inside. And the Whale is saying breach, like get up for air and grasp that air while you can, because you're suffocating under this facade of being this boring, timid person. You're not that. You're letting your anxiety make you that. Come up for air and be who you truly are inside, which is this playful, colorful, interesting person. Let go of whatever anxiety that you may have if you're yourself. As Kurt Cobain once said, it's better to be loved for who you are than loved for what you're not. So just really be yourself. Let go of that anxiety. It's not doing you any good. It's just making you miserable, and no one is seeing who you truly are on the outside. And then I'm seeing once you do this, you'll transform into this. Your inside will start to show on your outside, and you'll go from the cocoon, the caterpillar in the cocoon, and break free. Your insides will break free of that cocoon and turn into this beautiful butterfly that you were all along. You were just hiding behind this shell. And if you do that, I guarantee you'll feel a little less dead inside. But I do know we are all human, so we will all feel a little bit dead inside from time to time. But I'm telling you, this will help you. All right, guys, thanks for watching my pick a card video. I will see you guys for the next one. Bye.